Welcome to our school, international school. Our Polish guests. These are our Polish guests. This is a prominent Armenian politician, Mr. Աշոտյանի, the head of the Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs. Relations of Armenian National Assembly, and recently he was back from Poland, and all the Facebook was full of photos of confirming Armenian-Polish friendship. But this is another stage, and I want to extend my gratitude to Mr. Աշոտյանի for his kind presence now, because it's impossible. He has just descended from the plane, and getting off from the plane, he found time to meet us, and we were very impressed by his heroic actions. I do understand that later it will be appreciated and will be written in historical documents. Wow. Yeah, because you see, this is the token of real democracy, this is the token of real grassroots connection, and this is the token of real, because Mr. Աշոտյանի used to be the Minister of Education years and really we thrived during his governance.
Indeed, I'm a little bit sleepy and have a flight jet lag, so excuse me for that. Yes. I was very glad to be here because Anush is a good friend of mine, despite our political
discrepancies,
collisions, etc. So we are good friends, and when I promised something, I try to keep always. But in this case, I can't avoid to keep my promises, so I'm here. Very glad to meet you. We are just from Warsaw. It was a parliamentary delegation headed by Speaker of the National Assembly, Mr. Babloyan, who was leading our delegation to Poland to make high-level official meetings with your leadership. Mainly the parliament. We have visited Senate, same very interesting discussion and dialogue with marshals of both chambers of your parliament. We had also very interesting discussion with your Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Culture and National Heritage. I don't remember the exact name of the man, sorry, I'm very bad on the name. So after very interesting meetings with the Standing Committee of Foreign Affairs, Health and Mother Care, etc. So it was the first time when I think Armenian parliamentary delegation had any contact with your new government, because we used to have some connections with the Polish government, Polish authorities, but it was with the previous government, previous political establishment. It was very useful to build up connections with the new ruling party, with the leadership of the new ruling party. Mr. Speaker met also the President of Poland, so I think and we had also a chance to make some cultural events. It was the opening, launching of the exhibition devoted to the Armenians in Poland. We celebrate together the 650 years of Armenian presence in Poland, approved by decree by the order of the King Kazimir in Kazimir 1316, something like that, and I was very glad to find out that many Armenians played a huge role in Polish life, in military, in science, in culture, in politics. So I was very excited to know that Armenians in Poland are very warmly welcomed for centuries, and we are actually the part of the Polish cultural and political legacy. So it was very important for us to know that such far away landed foreign countries so warm and open-hearted and hospitable towards our compatriots centuries before. So, but also we had a chance to meet Armenian current community, also integrated. So it was real. A bit of cultural shock for me to find out so many things about my nation in your country. So I'm very glad that you are here as a Foreign Minister of Education. I know how pleasant are so trips. Such kind of trips are really the people-to-people bridge building, and this is something that
On the ground,
maybe
on the ground.
excuse. I ask excuse from the high-level officials from both sides, but the people-to-people contacts are even more important for the relations between the nations, because politicians come and go out, but the nation stays. So your interpersonal connections, I'm sure, will promote your friendship with many Armenians, not only here in Yerevan, but also abroad, because you know the huge communities all around Europe, so you can find Armenians always in every European country.
Well,
from which city you are?
We are from Braniewo.
Braniewo. Which part of Poland is it?
North.
North.
Kaliningrad, borders,
Gdańsk, Szczecin,
Gdańsk.
Gdańsk. Okay, I've been told that Gdańsk is very nice and I should visit it one day.
Well, high school is just sort of
Last
mediatory,
Last year?
secondary.
No, two of them are final years. Okay,
Final, so you are finishing.
What's Łukasz?
Lukasz is bad.
Yes.
Lukasz has problems with his stomach and his.
I'm a doctor, so if you need anything.
Yeah, well, his education of Mr. Աշոտյանի is like my dad's. He's a doctor. Maybe that's why. That's the reason for my trust.
But when I finished school, I wanted to continue with some biology and chemistry, something in this
sphere.
In the field.
So it's not very commercial, so you need real devotion to this very hard field of science.
She can manifest commitment,
Good,
but you see,
good.
before that, I'm afraid she will be married in Armenia because she has already.
I believe, but 18 plus. Passports first.
Yeah, because she has so many courtsmanship all around.
And you are hosted in Armenian families, you live.
Yes.
Can you share just impressions?
Traditions are similar or strange? Living in the families with other culture, what does it mean?
Ola, how do you feel in Armenian families?
I feel like I will be home.
I see.
Amazing.
So you put on loud music?
Emilia?
it's great because I can live with real people, Armenian people, and to see how they live for real, and they are very kind, and I feel great there.
And Emilia will just manifest your knowledge of Armenian because it's very impressive. Yeah, but she speaks Armenian. She decided to.
It's first time you are here? It's your first visit?
Yes, I'm very happy to be here because it was my dream to be here, and I'm interested in Armenia for a few years.
She studied the culture, the language.
Armenian music, and I'm impressed.
Great. Thank you for your interest. I hope you will find many interesting things in the future also. We're a small country, but say something in Armenian, okay?
I think something about each of us.
Tell me the truth because I will not understand, so...
Claudia Tasmiat Karekane, Claudia շատ սիրում է սպորտ, նա վազում է և բարձրացում է, նա օլա է, Tasmiat Karekane, նա շատ սիրում է պատմություն, գրություն և երաժշտություն լսել։
Super.
Այս Ալբերտ է։
Այս Ալբերտ։
Ալբերտը չի սիրում սովորել։
Հաստատ, որտև լագներն է լավ չի կոչում Ալբերտը։ Չէ, Ալբերտը ինչ-որ դուրս է այդ գործընթացից։
Նա շատ սիրում է կարդալ գրքեր,
Իսկ Ռալֆը ինչ ասիրում։ Իսկ Ռալֆին մենք բոլորին նվիրել ենք տարած եւ իրենք երեք բոլորը հագել են տարածները եւ տարազներով այսպես պարում էին, բոլորը շատ զարմացած էին։ Հա, այդ տարազից ես էլ ունեի, բայց դե ժամանակավոր ունեի, հանձնեցինք իրեն։ Ահա։
Your Armenian is much better than my Polish. Nothing to say. I am ashamed. Something about you.
Որ երգչին ես սիրում Էմիլիա։ Ինչ որ կոնկրետ երգիչ կա, որ սիրում ես։
Super Sako.
Չէ, ինչ որ ասում էր Արամ Պետրի։ Այ Արամ Պետրի էր ասում, շատ եմ սիրում, հա։ Ահա։
Շատ լավ։
Մի երկու բաներ դուք ասեք, ուրեմն ասում եմ շատ է անգլերեն չի, հա։ Հա։ Իհարկե Լեհաստանն են եկել վերադարձել։
Ընտանիքներում եք ասում։ Go ahead. Լավ երկիր էր։
Շատ գոհ էին, դաժե մայիսի վերջ, հունիսի սկիզբ, եւ ընդունում ենք մեր ծախսերը, իրանք գալիս են գրանտով, այստեղ ամբողջ ծախսը ծայրից էր ես եմ շաշում, այո, բայց մենք քանի որ գրկված չենք այդ ծրագրում։
The financial support for your trip is organized by European Commission. It's a special program for the school to school. Yeah.
No, this trip was basically not financed by the European Commission. In fact, the students both had to finance themselves. But the school had some contribution also. It's the school itself. The whereabouts of the financial support are best known to the headmaster of the school himself. We personally, as teachers, feel honored to be here, and I can say that we are proud to be part and parcel of, we are witnessing a generation of Armenian youngsters and Polish youngsters that are coming together and breaking the walls, breaking the boundaries, and understanding, bringing these two great nations together. And I think this is just the beginning. I'm not making any political declarations because I'm not a politician.
We have somebody to make political declarations.
Yes, but I think that this is the beginning of a very long and fruitful relationship between these two great nations, Poland and Armenia. The Armenians are great people, and we felt it from the first day we arrived here. The hospitality, the smiles of the people, the food, the atmosphere, the weather, and the history. We have seen so many interesting places. I'm sorry, but because of language barrier, I can't remember all the names of the places that we have visited.
I'll
do my homework and I'll keep on learning them slowly by slowly, the names, because I don't think it would be, I can't forget myself.
The same problem,
yes. So I can't forget them. This is an experience not only for us as teachers, but for the young people, both our young people and the Armenian young people. It's an experience that will stay with them for a long, long time. And I think that in the future, in the nearest future, more and more young people from Armenia and from Poland will get together and try to promote all the cultural values of these two countries. And I mean, there's a lot to talk.
And I will make a political declaration. Armenia is Europe. It was always Europe, and it will remain Europe forever. It's my personal...
but don't look at me when you say Thank you for your kind words. It's really
That's why I said that my
very nice to hear that you enjoyed our culture, our people, our country. 1 week is a short trip, despite I see that we had a chance to make a prolongation for your visit, but hope next time you will see on other places and other people. By the way, next year we will celebrate Poland and Armenia 100 years of our independence, so restoration of independence. In 1918, in both countries, we proclaimed independence. First Republic in Armenia and the Polish Republic after the First World War in your country. So next year we had a preliminary agreement with my colleagues from the Committee of Standing Foreign Affairs your parliament to make a joint session of the both committees devoted to the celebration of the statehood of our countries, and trying to share some views on the current global world developments, because we are in different territorial regional environments. We face different challenges.
Which are much alike.
It was alike in the past, yes. Some neighbors liked to take some parts of Armenian and Polish territories and culture. So, but this is the history, and we should struggle for the future. I do hope that this new generation of our youngsters.
And both these countries were dominated by Russian Empire.
You enjoyed my talk? No, I don't agree. So, for the Polish environment, they have their own challenges. For Armenian environment, we have our own challenges. Yes. So the challenges are common, but not namely common. So we should differ. She interrupted me. I'm old-aged man, so if you interrupt me, I should restart from the very beginning. I do hope that our youngster generation will do more for our friendship, because indeed we need to know each other better, and for sure Armenia is in Europe. Europe is not only European Union. Yesterday the president of the Polish Senate said the same. He said that we can't define Europe only by EU borders, because European civilization is much more broader and richer than just 27 EU countries. So consider Armenia as a part of real Europe by values, by Christianity, by traditions, and by politics, I hope, because we are in the same great area, all countries. I count 48 European countries, so for me, every country located and donated something to the European culture is Europe. Russian Federation, Georgia, Armenia, so are a part of European legacy.
You know, because we had no chance of inviting our guests to Artsakh, you know, it's connected with well, indeed, yeah, because it's connected with some formalities, and we were short of time. That's why we decided
What kind of formality?
Applying to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, getting a visa permission.
As one of the men who is responsible for foreign
policy. I know that I can always rely on your kind help. I can always rely on your kind help, Mr. Աշոտյանի.
Minister of Foreign Affairs of Karabakh is in Brussels now, but we could find the right people to...
But just the problem is that our guests are leaving, and that's why I decided,
When?
Tonight, yeah. And that's why, as an inborn and natural inherent Artsakhian woman, I decided to bring Artsakh in here and to cook
vodka for young generation.
Vodka for young generation, Zhingyalov hot for young generation, and also the incredibly tasty and incredibly unique Artsakh plow, which I cook myself.